never been involved with a play that is as intimate as this. When we performed it at the Tower, and even especially when we performed it at GIP, we were brushing the feet of the audience that were in this tiny, tiny little room, this private bedchamber of the two characters. Not only there's the space ball, but it is a very, very private, intimate, personal play between these two characters in their private space, where secrets are told, where honesty comes out, things they wouldn't say in front of anybody else. So I think that is what makes this play special. You've got two people who are incredibly close, sharing their deepest, darkest secrets in a space that they see as completely secret and private, and you've got an audience who are allowed to listen in and watch that. I would say that George is a bit of a jock, plays all the sports, and quite popular in the lads in that sense. So as someone who grew up playing every sport there is, I get that side, the competitive side, the ambitious side, and that real competitive edge, which then feeds into his politics, I think. Don't have a sister, so that's a different relationship that don't have real life, but I do have siblings, so I can understand that family bond. I think the interesting thing about playing the part again, actually, is that when I played this part, I must have been about 25. So I was playing in the middle of George's life, so I was playing down and playing up, whereas coming back to it now and playing it at the age that he died, I think it will have a real retrospective quality to the approach, which will be different and interesting to explore this time. When something's historical, I guess it's tricky to remember that it's real people and it's real things that happened. It seems so long ago in a completely different alien world. And performing at the Tower, which is a place that these actual people would have been and spent time and were imprisoned and then killed, just makes it all that little bit more real. We do 3 shows in a day sometimes at the Tower, and you're living a huge chunk of these people's lives in a squashed hour and a half, and doing that 3 times, experiencing the highs and lows of their lives, and then going out into a moonlit, deserted Tower, which in the day is bustling with tourists, and you and a small select group of people who've just been through that together with you, and being escorted out through the shadowy, moonlit area that right past where Anne was actually killed, was a real special feeling. It's amazing how many people are so into this history. And how many people care about those characters as if they were celebrities now. That's what doing the play the first time around opened up to me as far as audience is concerned. I guess the vast spectrum of the knowledge that either people who didn't know anything about Anne Boleyn, one of Henry's wives, that's what we know about Anne Boleyn, never heard of George, to people who, that George and Anne went through this, and this, and you go through that in the play, and you see that bit in the play, which is brilliant, and the fact that this play is enjoyable on that whole spectrum, and it's equally interesting and engaging for whatever knowledge you have about the Tudors. Really looking forward to doing the play again. The reason that this play will work on so well in this format is that there is no connection needed with the audience, and that, as I was saying earlier about the intimacy, we feel when you're watching this play like you shouldn't be there. You should almost be watching it behind a mask or behind a curtain, because these real small intimate scenes that are so private and personal imagine that one person that you tell, the only person that you tell these specific tiny things to, and you don't trust anyone else with, and as an audience you're getting to peek behind that curtain and see that. So therefore I think seeing two people in their own space doing a very intimate, God, I've used that word a lot, haven't I? Intimate. Do you think I think this play's intimate? I think it's intimate. But that is what it is, and I think watching this play as if you are tapping into a private Zoom conversation will suits the play perfectly. So excited to be involved.